Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to go over some of the word problems that we have. Alright, so the first one says a library is having a book sale to raise money. Hardcover books cost $4 each and paperback books cost $2 each. A person spends $26 for 8 books. How many hardcover books did she purchase? So let's start with our let statement. Let's let H be equal to hardcover. Alright, and I'm going to let P be paperback. Okay. So the easy equation is the fact that they spent $26 on 8 books. So if you take your hardcover books and you add your paperback books, you're going to get 8. Okay. Hardcover books cost $4 each, so 4 times our hardcover plus 2 times our paperback will be equal to the 26 that they spend altogether, $26. So you have your easy equation and then you have your money equation. All right, this example, it probably would have been easier to do actually using substitution because we have a coefficient of 1, but we're practicing elimination. So I'm going to take the first equation and I'm going to multiply both sides by -2. Okay, so then when I do that, all right, I'm going to write that down here and I get -2h minus 2p is equal to -16. I just wrote it underneath the second equation. So now I can eliminate easily. My p's will cancel out. And when I add 4h and -2h, I get 2h is going to be equal to 26 minus 16, or plus a -16 is 10. So my h is 5. So my h variable is a hardcover, and this is what they're asking for. So my answer is 5 hardcover books. Okay, that's it. So again, with a word problem, we don't need an ordered pair as an answer. We have a, we just answer the question. Okay. Number 8, Dan bought 7 writing utensils for a total of $30.90. Pens cost $5.10 and pencils cost $2.70. How many of each writing utensil did he buy? So he's buying 7 writing utensils. Well, pens and pencils both start with P, so let's actually use X and Y for this one. Let's let X be pens. And let's let Y be pencils. My easy equation is he's buying 7 writing utensils. So if I take my pens and I add my pencils, I'm going to get 7. Okay. The second equation, pens are $5.10 each, so 5.1x plus pencils are $2.70, so 2.7y, and that's going to be equal to $30.90. Again, this example probably would have been easier to do substitution with because we could have solved for x or y. But because we are we're practicing elimination, actually let's just do substitution for this one. Let's let x be equal to 7 minus y. All right, so because x is equal to 7 minus y, I'm going to circle x here, and I've got 5.1 times my x is 7 minus y plus 2.7y is equal to $30.90. Now I'm going to distribute 35.7 minus 5.1y plus 2.7y equals $30.90. Okay, so let me see, I just found my mistake here. So let me go back, whoops. All right, and here was my mistake right here. Okay, so what I was doing was I wanted to subtract 35.7 here from both sides. Okay, and when I do that, I end up with -2.4y is going to be equal to -4.8. Okay, and then when I divide both sides by, -2.4, I end up with my y is going to be equal to 2. Okay, if my y is 2, so my pencils are 2 right here, okay, my x is going to be 7 minus 2, or my x is going to be 7 minus 2, which is 5. Okay, so the answer is 5 pens and 2 pencils. Okay, all right, moving on to the next one. Hold on a second. Okay guys, moving on to number 9. A rectangle has a perimeter of 18 inches. A new rectangle is formed by doubling the width and tripling the length as shown. The new rectangle has a perimeter of 46 inches. Find the length and width of the new rectangle. Okay, so if we look at this rectangle, okay, the first equation we already have. Actually, let's do our let statement. We'll let L is equal to the length and W is the width. Okay, the first one they have shows us they have a perimeter of 18 inches. So that means, okay, if we add up all the sides here, okay, we're going to have 2 times the length, okay, plus 4 times. So if we add them all up, because this is 3L and this is 3L, let's make sure we understand these are L's, okay. If a rectangle has a perimeter of 18 inches, that means if I have my rectangle and I have my length and I have my width and I add up all the sides, I'm going to get 18 inches. So 2 times my L plus 2 times my width is going to be equal to 18. There's my first equation. Now a new rectangle is formed, and this is what the picture is here, by doubling the width and tripling the sides. So that's how we get 2W and 2W. So if we add those together, we're going to actually end up with 6 length plus 4 width is going to be equal to 46 now. Okay, so there's our 2 equations. We have our 2 variables, we have our 2 equations. All right, we're actually going to take the first equation and let's multiply everything by -3, okay, because we want to eliminate. So when we do that, we multiply by -3, that's a -3, so you can see that. And we end up with -3 times 2L, and let's write it over here as -6L minus 6W is equal to -54. Okay, and then we'll just bring this over. 6L plus 4W is equal to 46. Okay, so now we're set up for elimination, and our L's will cancel out, and we're left with -2W is going to be equal to -8. So then when I divide by -2, my W, my width, is going to be 4. All right, if my width is 4, we'll plug it back into the original equation here, and I'll say 2L plus 2 times, instead of W, I'm going to write 4, and that's going to be equal to 18. 2L minus 8 is equal to 18. 2L is going to be equal to 10. So my length, when I divide by 2, is 5. Okay, so it says find the length and width of the new rectangle. So my length is 5 inches and my width is 4 inches. Okay, there's my answer. Okay, moving on to number 10. A sports equipment store is having a sale on soccer balls. Soccer Coach purchases 10 soccer balls and 2 bags for $155. Another soccer coach purchases 12 soccer balls and 3 soccer bags for $189. Find the cost of a soccer ball and the cost of the soccer ball bag. Okay, so let's let, in this case, let's let X be the balls and let's let Y be the bags. All right, so if a soccer coach purchases 10 balls, or 10 times X, and 2 bags, 2Y, he spends $155. Okay, that's the first sentence. We wrote the first equation. Another soccer coach purchases 12 soccer balls, so now 12 times X, and 3 bags, 3Y, and that's $189. Okay, so there are 2 equations. All right, so now we're going to use elimination. So I think I'll multiply the top. I'm looking at the 2 and the 3 here, maybe eliminating the y's. So I'm going to multiply the top by -3, okay, and then the bottom by 2. Okay, so my new equations will be -30x minus 6y is going to be equal to -400 and, let's see, that's not making sense here. -3, oh yeah, it is. -465. Sorry, 155 times 3, -465. The second equation, so 2 times 12 is 24x, plus 2 times 3 is 6y, and then I'm going to get 378. Okay, so now when I eliminate the y's, I'm going to be left with -6x is going to be equal to -87. And then when I divide by -6, my x is going to be equal to $14.50. Okay, so I know my balls are $14.50 each, but let's plug that back in to either equation. I'll use this first one, and I'll say 10 times my x is now 14.5, plus my 2y is equal to 155. 145 plus 2y is equal to 155. And 2y is going to be equal to 10. So my y is actually 5. So the balls are $14.50 each, and the bags are $5. Okay, there's your answer for that one. All right, the last word problem we have. Okay, let's look at it. A website allows users to download individual songs or an entire album. All individual songs cost the same to download and all albums cost the same. Ryan pays $14.94 to download 5 songs and 1 album. Seth pays $22.95 to download 3 songs and 2 albums. How much does the website charge to download a song or an entire album? So let's let X be the album. Okay, album cost. And let's let Y be the song cost. Okay, Ryan pays $14.94 to download 5 songs and 1 album. Okay, so 5 songs and 1 album would be X plus 5Y, and he's paying $14.94. Okay, then the second one, Seth, wants to have 2 songs. He's got 3 songs rather, and 2 albums. So 2X plus 3Y is going to be equal to $22.95. All right, so now we've got our 2 equations, and let's solve for them. So in this case, our X, if we look at this, let's multiply the top by -2. Okay, when we do that, we end up with, let's rewrite this, we end up with -2X minus 10Y is equal to -$29.88. Doesn't make sense to have a negative, but right now. All right, so now, and when we do that, we end up with, we've got 2Y, 2X, -7Y. What did I do here? Oh, now I'm eliminating. Okay, let's write the other equation. 2X plus 3Y is equal to $22.95. Okay, so here I just wrote that down there. Now I can eliminate. So I'm going to end up with a -7Y is equal to -$6.93. So then when I divide by -7, my Y is actually equal to 99 cents. So my song cost is 99 cents each. And my album, if I plug it back in, all right, let's plug it right back in here. My X plus 5 times 0.99, I got $14.94. Oops, can write that. Okay, when I multiply that through, X plus, all right, this is going to be $4.94 equals $14.94. And then our X is actually going to be equal to $9.99. So the album cost, okay, or $10. Actually, that looks like it's, yeah, it looks like it's $10. So the album cost, so when we subtract $4.94 from both sides, we end up with X is equal to $10. So $10. Okay, hope this helped, guys.